What's going on, family? So as you guys see, I'm doing something new. We're going to start with the before, and here is the after, and now I'm going to take you through the steps of how I completed this task. So right now what I'm doing is a 2 with the green. Anytime that you see WTG, that means with the green, and when you see ATG, that means against the green. So we're just going to follow the steps as I'm doing right now with the number 2. We're just going to lay his hair down. As you guys see that he's light in the middle, but we are definitely going to work with that and make sure that everything blends. Now right here I have the number 3 guard. I'm going against the grain and mainly just focusing on the parietal ridge area so we can blend the top with the bottom. I know it's been a minute since I did a tutorial for you guys, but I feel like just coming back, doing this for some reason, this barber industry has been going crazy and it's been booming, and every day I see a new barber starting out. So I figured that I'd get back doing tutorials just a little bit. I do have a few surprises coming up on my page, so y'all just make sure y'all stay tuned, and also make sure you guys are subscribed to the page as well. Now, as you guys notice that I am fading down, like I said, I started with the parietal ridge, blending it with the top, and now I'm doing a number 2 guard against the grain to lay the hair down. And with what I like to call this texture that he has, I like to call it slick back. That's with all the old heads that have that nice straight curly hair. They can just put water to it and it just comes out, man, just amazing. So I believe I ended up with just using the 1.5 guard at the bottom. And that's right here, as you see, I had the 1.5 guard, and I'm probably just, like I said, I'm gonna finish off with this, and then we're gonna clean them up, and I'm gonna show you all the steps that I do to make that transformation that you guys just seen in the beginning. To make this even more detailed of a cut, like I said, I went with the 2 with the grain. Now I'm doing a 1 with the grain on the sides, just so it can blend down more. When you have curly straight hair, sometimes the curls like to curl the opposite way, so you don't want that hair to be like frizzy sticking out. You want to lay that hair down, so that's why I'm using my 1 guard for, because it will take care of that. And with a napkin, I know sometimes people just use like hairspray and they just spray it on a person's head, but I chose not to do that. I like to put it on a napkin and just do the outline of the hair. Let the hair stay firm, so when I shape it up, you get a nice crispy line. Now this is a foam called Red Alert by OG Walker. It's a real great product. I really like this foam. If you did everything that you can do to lay the hair down, and then you add this to it, I'm telling you, you're definitely going to see a difference. It definitely helps the hair lay down even more, and it shows the hairs that stick up, so when you got to come back to do the cleanup, everything just looks crisp. So this is the reason why I like this foam, because it does exactly what it says it's going to do. Now I'm going to start working on his light spot in the middle. This is a Temp 2 airbrush, and I have some no drip from 245, and I'm just lightly applying some color to the middle so it could blend with the top. Once you do that, you got to apply some hairspray to add the fibers. And once you when you add the fibers, make sure you spread it evenly, because you don't want to make it look all clunky and you could tell like as if like there's enhancements in it. You really want it to look like there's no enhancements in it at all. Now I'm using the JRL trimmers to clean them up, doing the outline. I usually just do the neck part and behind the sideburns. These trimmers are definitely great for older men and young kids because they can get close, but they don't get close enough to cause any irritation or cut them. But as you see with the Gold FX, I use that for the front line to get that crispy, clean line. And the spritz definitely helped. The foam definitely helped. And you don't have to work as hard. Just tap and go. And I showed this angle because I want you guys to see my hand placement where I had the finger on the forehead and I'm tilting in to create that nice line. You definitely want to make sure that you know how to place your hand on the person's forehead as you're lining up their front line. If you find yourself not doing that, just try it and see if it makes a difference for you. Now we got the slim lines cleaning up the mustache. Man, don't let all these new clippers or trimmers make you think that slim lines is still not needed in this era. Unless somebody comes out with a small blade that hits harder than a slim lines are still valuable and still needed. Now we're going to clean up the front line with the enhancements as well. And we're just going to make everything enhanced. The haircut already looks clean. Gave him a nice clean line. That's what you want to do first. Get the foundation down. And then you enhance the haircut from there. Don't put enhancements on it first and then try to line them up. Always line them up first. Because once that enhancement goes, that line still should be clean. I'm adding fibers to it to make it just a little bit more darker, and we're going to clean that line up and go from there. If y'all like my process, please leave a comment below and let me know what did you learn in this video so far. I think I just took like 10 to 15 years off a man's life, man, to be honest. His nephew brought him in, and once he seen the haircut, he called his aunt and was like, look at uncle trying to get too fresh. And she told him he had to come straight home. I thought that was kind of hilarious. when somebody sits in your chair, you definitely want them to feel like, you know, you're making a difference with your skills. So always try to execute more and more. All right, y'all, and this is the cut. Thank y'all for watching. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Give me a thumbs up if you did like this video, if you learned anything, and thank y'all and God bless.